Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Law Murray on your TL, and I'm going to tell you now. This is the 2023 NBA Epitome Game Series, where I pick out one game from each team from the last regular season. I am putting the spotlight on the biggest weakness of the 14 teams that missed the playoffs and the biggest strength of the 16 playoff teams from the regular season. This installment features the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks made a big move to get DeJounte Murray to tag team with Trae Young in the backcourt, and the Hawks did have a top 10 offense for the third year in a row, but they also made a midseason coaching change for the second time in 3 years, with Quinn Snyder replacing Nate McMillan. After finishing 41-41, the Hawks stole the 7th seed from the Miami Heat in the play-in tournament, and the Hawks pushed the Boston Celtics to 6 games in the East quarterfinals. The epitome game for the Hawks came at Detroit at the end of October, the second game of the miniseries. It was the kind of performance the Hawks envisioned when they paired Young and Murray together. The Hawks were one of the fastest paced teams in the NBA last season, and this is a pretty simple ID. Trae Young makes eye contact with DeJounte Murray. They notice that Jaden Ivey is the lone piston failing to locate his man, and DeJounte Murray gets an easy three out of it. The Hawks had a 6-3 assist to turnover ratio in the first quarter. Murray had 10 points, 4 or 5 field goals. Let's go to the half court then. Clint Capella sets this ball screen for Trae Young. The Pistons decide to trap it. Young locates Clint Capella behind the defense. Cade Cunningham is late. His responsibility was between DeJounte Murray and Capella in the paint. It's an and one for Capella, a 7-1 assist to turnover ratio for Young at halftime, and a 14-4 assist to turnover ratio for the Hawks as a team at halftime. This is another play relatively early in the shot clock. Young with the cross court skip to DeAndre Hunter in the corner, locating an unsuspecting defender. This time it's Bojan Bogdanovic, who you just don't expect someone to make that pass. By the end of the third quarter, Trae Young, 36 points, 12-1 assist to turnover ratio. And then Young didn't even play the fourth quarter. DeJounte Murray, he takes over as the primary playmaker. The Pistons, they switched this pick and roll, and that allows Onyeka Okongwu to just seal Cade Cunningham. He gets a dunk. 7-1 assist turnover ratio for the Hawks in the fourth quarter, which amounted into garbage time. Murray and Young made 12 buckets each in this game, while combining for 17 assists, with Young having the lone turnover between them. Overall, the Hawks had a 31-7 assist to turnover ratio. The Hawks averaged the fewest passes in the NBA per game last season, but they also had the highest assist to pass ratio too. Basically, they only passed when it was an assist opportunity, but only the Raptors and Mavericks had a lower turnover percentage than the Hawks last season. Snyder is going to have to put his stamp on the Hawks going forward without John Collins, who Atlanta traded away and did not replace, making the offense even more reliant on Young and Murray. Stay tuned for the next installment of the 2023 NBA Epitome Game Series featuring the Memphis Grizzlies.